Okay, guys, good afternoon, everyone ค่ะ Today we gonna learn chapter 3 นะคะ Okay. Today we gonna learn chapter 3 about organization behaviors. Okay, guys, so Ajanjuk will explain about these chapters before about chapter 3 นะคะ specific objective of this chapter to understand organizational behavior, to understand the scope and meaning of organizational behavior, to define the perception of employees and organize, to understand types of organizational behavior, to understand the history of organization behavior, to understand the big five models of personality, to understand levels to executives and management skills, to understand the trend of changing organization behavior, to understand total quality management, and to understand how to apply total quality management to your major. Okay, next. About briefly of this chapter first, Ajanjuk hope you know about definition of organizational behavior, the scope and meaning of organization behavior. And Ajanjuk will use OB instead of organization behavior. Okay, next. Perception of employees in organizations, internal and external perspective, different types of organizational behavior, history of OB. Organization needs a systematic study of behavior, the big five models of personality, level of executive or management scale, the trend of changing OB and TQM. Okay, guys, for the first one, what is organizational behavior? Behavior is the personality of persons from their attitude, perceptions, norm, behavior. So organizational behavior is the personality of people in organizations which has an effect on work. Okay, next. The scope and meaning of organizational behavior. People in organizations should understand and be concerned with all behavior in the organization because it has an effect on their work. Organization behavior or OB is hidden by aspects of iceberg theory, and we will talk about iceberg theory later. But I think some students you know about iceberg theory before, right? Okay, if you don't know, I will briefly explain about iceberg theory. You think about the iceberg mountain. Okay, iceberg mountain. On the top of iceberg, you can see it's over the sea, right? You can see it by yourself, but the hidden of iceberg in the water. If you see, you can see the top over the water all over the sea, but you cannot see the hidden under the water. I think you ever looked Titanic movie, the Titanic ship เรือไททานิกเนี้ย is because the hidden iceberg and the behavior, the OB like hidden iceberg too. You cannot see, but it has more effect with organization performance. Okay. But organization behavior has a powerful influence on organizations. So administrators should be concerned with organization behavior because it can be used to explanation, prediction, and plan staffing issue in organization. Behavior results from attitude, perception, and learning. If behavior needs to be understood first, you must understand attitude, perception, learning behavior. Attitude is a sense for something's value. For example, people have about people sense about the person, sense about job, sense with a situation. Most people have a set attitude, so it's hard to change to a new attitude. The behavior result from the attitude effects. Actually, people often use this sense of value based on their emotions. An employee's attitude has an effect on their work in the following aspects. First, job satisfaction. Next, job involvement. And the last one, organization commitment. Okay, so we're gonna look at job satisfaction. About job satisfaction, employees who have job satisfaction will try to achieve their work goals with a positive result. Next, job involvement. Employees who participate fully in their jobs are considered to have a positive attitude toward their work. And the last one, organizational commitment. Employees who have a positive attitude toward their organization will have loyalty to that organization. They will also avoid conflict and concentrate on their jobs. Okay. The importance of interpersonal skill. About interpersonal skill, uh, that relate with OB because you must have interaction, you must co-work with the another person all the time in organization. The importance of internal personal skills. Succeeding in management today requires good interpersonal skills. Okay, what managers do? Managers get things done through other people. They make decisions, allocate resources, and direct the activities of others to obtain goals. Managers do their work in an organization, which is a consciously coordinated social unit composed of two or more people that functions on a relatively continuous basis to achieve a common goal or set of goals. The goal just mean organization goals นะคะ Okay and next นะคะ perception of employees in organization. Before we learn the difference between leadership and management in organization behavior. อาจารย์จุ๊บ hope you know about perception of employees in organization. Perception is a process of people identifying the meaning of everything around them. Perception differences depend on the person and they have an effect on thinking and behavior. Summary about perception of employee in organization. First, there are three levels in organizational behavior, and Ajahn will explain later. First, individual. Next, group. And the last one, organization. The combination of various disciplines focus on the study of human behavior in organizations such as attitude, awareness, capabilities. Individuals have the same working goal as organization. Emphasize the importance of job performance. What is performance so low or high? The maximize job performance, what to do. Recognize that the external environment has a huge impact on the organization. The concepts and practice that result from the research, scientific credibility, focus on application in a real organization. Okay, guys, and the next one, leadership coping with change, management coping with complexity. First, what are we setting out to do? Leadership, set direction, develop a vision and strategies to achieve the vision. Setting high but reasonable standards. Management, plan and budget. Develop detailed steps and timetables and allocate resources. Next, how do we deliver results? Leadership, ally people, combining direction to influence creation of teams and coalitions that understand vision and strategy. Management, organize and staffing, establish a structure to achieve the plan, delegate authority, and provide policies and procedures. Next, what do we make it happen? Leadership, motivate, mentor, inspire, energize, energizing people to develop and overcome barriers to change. But management, try to control and problem solving, monitor and organize. What are the outcomes for leadership? Produce change, often to dramatic degrees such as cultivating new services and new approach. But management produce predictability and order. Consistently achieve budgets and targets. Okay, you can see difference between leadership and management. Ajahn Jup will conclude about leadership. Leadership try to give the inspiration and give the direction is to be the last vision, the last overview. And for leadership, open the situation, open the chance for followers, for employee to do everything by themselves and open their mind to develop the organization by the employees. But management try to close the plan, try to monitor and control everything, follow the procedure. Next, Henry Mintzberg's 10 managerial law. Okay, guys, in the organization, there are two perspectives before you learn Henry Mintzberg. And the two perspective is effect with managerial law. For the first one, uh, internal perspective. The internal perspective think about the opinion regarding how to use organization behavior factors to improve work conditions, enhance the internal perspective and beliefs that employees' behavior is in large part based on their own personal feelings, interactions, to an experience. This theory revolves around the idea that in order to understand individuals in an organizational environment, an individual must understand their person's thoughts, feeling, and personal value. Recently, a manager mentioned uh, to motivating the subordinates. Okay, and for this, uh, try to achieve the organization goals, try to develop co-worker, we're getting the best territories and extra feedback, and try to develop employees' performance. And next, external perspective. About external perspective, look, OB, and believe that external events and external environmental factors affect an individual's job performance and behavior. Uh, OB have the analyze the effect from the outside effect with the organization performance. Okay, next. You look at Harry Mintzberg's 10 managerial laws. First, mouse about monitor, disseminator, spokesperson. Next, decisioner, that means brain, entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, negotiator, and last one, heart. This means interpersonal, figurehead, leader, liaison. Okay, guys, this is the system. The system in OB, you must combine three things. That means mouse, brain, and heart, and try to do your work with OB. For the first one, mouse, monitor, seek and acquire info, disseminator, communicate info to others in the organization. Spokesperson, transmit info to outsiders. Outsiders, your organization. Maybe public, maybe your supplier, your customer. Next, brain, decisioner, entrepreneur, identify new ideas and initiate new projects with innovation. About innovation, there are two types of innovation. For the first one, innovation in the productivity. Uh, Products, new product, innovation product. And the next one, innovation in process, new process. And the new process make the better product, new process make the short time, make the low cost. This we call innovation. Disturbance handler deal with disputes and problems, takes corrective action. Resource allocator decides where to allocate resources. Negotiator defends business interests. And about negotiator, we will have the chapter of negotiation. And everyone, you must learn about negotiation theory. Okay, and the last one, interpersonal. About interpersonal, figurehead. Perform social and legal duties. Greeting visitors, signing legal documents, leader, direct and motivated subordinates, train employees, listen, establish and maintain contacts within and outside the organization. Okay, and the next one, there are two types of the structure. First, traditional. Next, contemporary. Okay, please read two pyramids. Okay, and before Ajahn explain about traditional and contemporary, Ajahn will talk about different types of OB. Organizational studies encompass the study of organizations from multiple perspective, methods, and level of organized analysis. Micro-organizational behavior refers to individual and group dynamics in organizations. Macro strategies management and organizational theory study whole organizations and industries, especially how they adapt and the strategies, structures, and contingencies that guide them. Some scholars also include the categories of meso-scale structures involving power, culture, and the networks of individuals in organizations. Other scholars include field level analysis, which studies how entire populations of organizations interact. Many factors come into play whenever people interact in organizations all the time. Okay, so organizational studies seek to control, predict, and explain organizational behavior can play a major role in organizational development, enhancing overall organizational performance as well as enhancing individual and group performance, satisfaction, and commission. Okay, guys, so you look at traditional. So everything that Ajahn Juk told you already is the factors about two types, and we use the lecture that Ajahn Juk tell you previous about different of the types in OB we use to analyze there are two types. Okay guys, for the first one, on your left side, traditional top managers ensure the organization's competitiveness and lower level managers and employee job securities. Lower level managers and employees implement top management strategy with loyalty and obedience. Okay, so for traditional managers or top management, try to control everything that Ajahn Juk told you already: culture, procedure, everything. And the lower level, you must follow the top manager, everything that manager order. You just do follow the strategy, follow action plan. Okay, in scope your job description. But contemporary type, you see the pyramid. The top of pyramid is about empowered lower level managers, and employees are responsible for the organization's competitiveness and their own development. And the bottom, top management support personal development and ensure employability. This means the top management responsible support everything that employees and lower manager do. Try to open change, try to open employees and managers' mind to do the new things, can create everything. Okay, next. Organization need a systematic study of behavior, and when we three category of the level in organization, you can see three picture. For organization needs a systematic study of behavior. Before we talk about this, we can use this knowledge to analyze behavior can be predicted. Everyone in the elevator always face the door. The importance of factual information. Behavior is not something that happened by chance. It happened to believe in moving toward that goal. Helping behavior is expected of employees. The difference between people making an interpretation of the same circumstance, the interpretation was not the same. The study is a systematic correlation of data, the logical conclusion to a base supported by scientific evidence. Study the organization mission managers or executives. Managers' work includes their decision to allocate resources and directing the operations of others to achieve goals. This is a difference between managers and, and administrators. Managers factor on policy implementation. They are used in private business focus on profits, but administrators focus on policy with a government agency or an organization without a goal of making a profit. Work on the task means the organize the resources of the organizational and coordinates the activities of these resources. The responsibility to do the work belongs to the people in the organization. Okay, so look the first line management, the middle management, and top management. Okay, so we look at the first line management before. First line, this means low level in organization must have more technical skills. That means you know about your job, you know about your job description, and you can do your work. Um, if I have the word about type the document, manage the document, I know how to type, how to send the document, how to correction the document. This means technical. Or if you in the mass product, you are in the live production. You know how to make the product, how to stick this, how to stamp this. This called technical. And the next one, human. Human, this means human relationship, human resources. Okay, if you're in the upper level, you know about the human relationship, how to connect with the another, how to collaboration, conception. About conceptual skill, this means how to think, how to create the innovation, how to create the plan, how to manage. Okay, for the first line management, you must have more technical, middle human relationship, and a few conceptual because your duties about your work, your job description, all we call operation level. And the next one, middle management, all we call middle manager. You have more human relationship because you must to contact with the operation level and contact with the top management or top manager or administrator. You are in the middle. You contact from the lower and the top. So you must have more human relationship skill, have a few technical and a few conception. And the next one, top management. About top management, you have more you have more conception because you must think about organization strategies, you design action plan, you decide the budget, you look over or you try to analyze the external environment affect with the organization try to adapt organization with the situation all the times. That's why you must have the more conception. And next level human relationship because you must to connect with the middle management and contact with the outside organization. And technical about technical have the lowest because you must to do about overview to show you just know about the technical how to do this job. That's it. Okay, OB is a field of study that investigates the impact that individuals, groups, and structure have on behavior within organizations for the purpose of applying such knowledge toward improving and organization effectiveness. The value of OB of systematic study. Systematic study of OB is a means to making reasonably accurate prediction. Try to prediction in the future and try to make the plan supports the future. For develop organization performance is looking at relationships, attempting to attribute causes and effects, and basing our conclusions and scientific evidence that is on data gathered under controlled conditions and measured and interpreted in a reasonable manner. For the first one, challenge and opportunities for OB first, responding to economic pressures, managing employees well when times and doors is just as hard as when times are good. Responding to globalization, increased foreign assignments, working with people from different cultures, overseeing movement of jobs to countries with low cost labor, managing workforce diversity. Workforce diversity acknowledge our workforce for women and men, many racial and ethnic groups, individuals with a variety of physical and physiological abilities, and people who differ in age and sexual orientation, improving customer service. OB can provide guidance to helping managers create a customer responsive culture in which employees are friendly and accessible, knowledgeable, prompt in responding to customer needs. Improving people skills, manager will learn ways to design motivating jobs, techniques for improving skills, and to create more effective teams. Stimulating innovation and change that as I just told you before, OB can provide ideas and techniques to it of employees' creativity and tolerance for change. Creativity and create creativity and creative is very interesting was the first one creativity. Creativity does mean you have new idea and you can do everything to be evident. For example, new product, new process. This means creativity. You think and you do already. But creative mean you just think new idea. You not do, you think and you tell. This we call creative. Next, coping with temporariness. Today's managers and employees must learn to cope with temporariness, flexibility, and unpredictability. OB can help managers to understand a work world of change. Next, working in networked organizations, motivating and leading people, and making collaborative decisions online requires different techniques than when individuals are present in a single location. Helping employees balance work-life conflicts. OB offers a number of suggestions to guide managers in designing workplaces and jobs that can help employees deal with work-life conflicts. Improving ethical behavior. Manager must create an ethically healthy climate for his or her employees where they can do their work productivity with minimal ambiguity about what right and wrong behaviors are. Creating a positive work environment, a real growth area in OB research is positive organizational scholarship, which study how organizations develop human strategies, foster vitality, and unlock potential. Okay, a basic OB model. Okay, 2 minutes for read this and try to understand.